I know there are a few people asking about my atlas trees, so I'm just going to plan it out here right quick so you can see what I'm going to go into. I'll give you a little explanation as to why I like to go into this. And the only thing new, if you know my trees from the past, is really trying to add in Scourge there wherever I can, because I mean beyond is what it's called now. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to fit in. So I'm going to tell you right away, I love strong boxes. Love them, go for them right away. So I'm all about the strong boxes, and I always go up the middle. I'm also a shrine main, so I definitely try to grab all shrines. Now, if you're new, you may not want to grab the shrines right away. Like if you're just working on your atlas, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down here to this and to this. You're going to want to go up over to the high side, this over here and this. All right? And you're going to want to pick up your shaping of the mountains and shaping of the skies. These two things right here got me all the maps I needed. I didn't have to spec into Kirak. I didn't have to do any of that. And as I told you before, I did indeed go and do some delving and some heists, and I did get maps in there. But these are no longer, they don't matter to me. I can take these out officially. They're just really great for when you're just starting out. I also like to keep these points in because going down here, I personally don't like to go through Nico. I don't like to go through Alva. It's not where I like to farm. So I just like to go down this way to try to cut off whatever I'm cutting off. In this case, no breaches, no abysses, expeditions, yes, Sacred Grove. In this case, I do need Sacred Grove because I am trying to craft, so I'm going to keep it open. Legions, no. No, I just don't want any content that like slows me down. Expeditions are the only exception to the rule because Tujin is so good for currency. It is nuts. On the other side, I'm keeping blueprints because I still would like to go in and get the alternate quality gems are worth pretty good money. So I still intend fully to go in and do a couple blueprints for that. As well as there are these trinkets that you can wear from heist that give you your chaos now have a chance to drop as divine. That's aces. Yes, we want that. If I can find it, I will run heists for as long as I must. So over here, I'm going to be blocking off Metamorph because F that. Mirrors of Delirium. Don't really feel like feeling the pressure of running Delirium at the moment. Blight because they're kind of broken. And Ritual for now, although I do like having Ritual back in the game eventually. Like, I do genuinely enjoy Ritual, but I just shut it off early and I just haven't taken it out yet. So, eventually, I'm going to go into the shrine. I like to go into Harby's, and I go down here, but I do not get this Harby node because as nice as it is, it's not worth it. I'm going to go up to this area and save myself the point. And I go right into Expedition. Expedition is something that I absolutely love to run. It's really good for early currencies. It's actually really good for ROG crafting. ROG does not necessarily make for bad crafting. He can give you some absolutely nutty items. I've seen him do double +1s on necklaces, on wands. Like he can be a really good crafter, especially when you're low on cash. It's not a bad idea to do some ROG crafting. So don't forget about it. If you're like, I can't really buy anything and you have these ROG pieces, go check them out. But I like to go in and grab myself the explosive radius and the number of explosives. Now, every once in a while, I get maps where like, I don't need that much explosive radius, or I have way too many explosives. But I still take this anyways, and this one is just a no-brainer. +2 remnants, which is the big skulls. You definitely want to blow those up, and 30% chance to have an additional suffix is Pog. So now I make my way up here. I don't get this right away, so if you're new, starting out your atlas and you're following my guide, I don't do this right away. I hold on this, and I make my way down here, and I go up for more strong boxes because I want to get operative strong boxes right away, and I don't want to roll my strong boxes ever again because I don't want to bring currency to roll my strong boxes. So once I get that, then I can go up here and finish up getting all of my shrines because I love shrines. Shrines are the best. Shrines are life. These are 30% increased buffs and an additional shrine effect and 50% chance to be guarded by an additional pack of monsters. and at least one magic pack. So more pack size, Poggies. Okay, now for Harpies, I go for the additional stack of currency shards because, I mean, I've had Harpies, I've had 2 mirror shard drops from Harpies, I've had multiple exalt drops, ancient orbs just fully annuls. I mean, well, maybe exalts are no good anymore. They're like 11C. You know what isn't? I was gonna say divines. You know what isn't? The ancient orbs or annuls and all that stuff I needed. So I still go into this. I have no issue with it. I go up here because I still want the last of the expedition stuff. I want the 30% quantity of Pog books dropped by runic monsters. I'm gonna go up here and take immediately some more duplicate currency. I got 2 divines from this just yesterday. This was absolutely just from some random strongbox I didn't think about at all. Then I go up here on my way over this way because I farm bosses. That's the thing I really like to do the most. So now I'm gonna start showing you how my end game starts to go for my Atlas tree. Oh my goodness, Smalley. So now I'm gonna show you how the end game goes for my Atlas tree. So as you see, I have remnants of the past. I'm gonna throw in the rest of the Harpies, right? Why not? Now we're gonna make our way down here. This is the only thing. I go into synthesis because I want the additional 1.5% chance to drop the maps. I like to run synthesis a lot. I don't necessarily like looking at the loot, but I do like to run synthesis a lot. Now for me, these points, these are my flex points, which go into either side of the boss. I generally run this guy right now because I want to put my points into Beyond. I would really like to try out what the Beyond bosses are feeling like and how much currency I get and etc. So I'm going to start putting some points into Beyond as well. I don't know how beneficial this is. It's the only thing I haven't been able to test yet. And I know there's a few Beyonds here, so I'm going to go down into these. And I think I'm going to try to go all the way down in here. Now, this could be completely useless, and if it is not, then I'm going to have to go and figure out a different way to get in here to save some points. But right now, this is just all for testing. If none of these points end up working out in this area, I'll let you know how Beyond ends up feeling, how much currency drops, etc. The points are just generally going to go back into the rest of the bosses over here. So ideally, I don't want these points in. Ideally, I would like to take all of these points out, these Beyond points here, these last final ones, leave them on their own, go over here, and put in these points, those 2, and these 2. That is probably how the entry is going to look. Maybe with some slight changes to adding on Harvest when I might need it. Maybe checking out Beyond and seeing how worth it is to put on there for tainted currency or not. And, you know, I think generally I make a lot of money like this every league. And I intend to do that again this league. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Let me know what you thought about it. How is your league start going? Where are you making money? If you watched all the way to the end of this video, definitely like, comment, subscribe. Look at this cute cat here. I will see you all later, guys.